We here at the Kamen Rider Drive always support any and all that involve the creation and distribution of any show we feature, and we encourage any of those watching to support the original release. Thank you and enjoy the show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you pre-recorded on the outskirts of the internet. This is the Gaming Saloon Riff Tracks. For August, I completely lost my mouse to click on the calendar. August 22nd, 2015. With your host, Peacemaker2448.
And wrap it up, Salon.
God damn it, mouse. It literally fucking disappeared on me.
Oh, wow.
It's like, I need to make sure what day this is going out. Oh, it's going out on the 22nd. Hopefully.
You do know you technically could just add 2 days to whatever we're on.
I know,
And
but
I
I'm
am
too stupid to
randomly
do
picking up on yours.
that. God damn it.
Why? I don't know.
Let me see if I can fix that. Send it on the fly.
Yeah. I think I realized that in some of the Smash stuff, but I was like, yeah, we'll make do with it.
Alright, I think that might have fixed it. I have to talk loud. I have to talk louder, so.
Oh.
It's the voice activation thing. I have to, like, bump up the gate. So I have to talk louder in order for everything I say to go through.
You know, that's what's weird. For some reason, mine decided to quit doing that. Like, it was picking up background noise, and now it's like, nope, not gonna do it anymore. And I'm like, huh?
We have Zexal to watch this week.
I know.
Fuck Zexal.
I know.
We're extremely biased at this point, but do you fucking blame us? We are 42 episodes into this bullshit, and Zexal has not been good at all, really?
Not at all. No.
Yeah, 42 fucking episodes in this. This will be the 43rd episode.
It's like we've had a few episodes where we're like, well, that wasn't bad, but it wasn't really good either.
Yeah. So, before we get into that, anything special either one of us have been watching? I've got nothing outside of talking about something I've been watching a whole lot of clips of, and hello, somebody follow me on fucking Twitter right now. What the fuck?
I got nothing. Which has kind of been about the normal. Because we don't really count YouTube stuff and shit. My mic didn't pick it up. And when it comes to YouTube stuff, about the same as I've been.
The thing I've been watching a lot of is actually clips of an actual show spliced together. Because I've watched a whole bunch of clips, various clips from Whose Line It Is Anyway. I don't know how many people actually remember that show, know that it's actually going on right now.
I remember that show, and I thought I heard about it going on still somewhere, but I couldn't remember.
Essentially, you can go to I think it's cwc.com and watch like all the new episodes they're doing. You know that Alicia Tyre guy or chick that Ubisoft gets to host their press conferences?
Yeah.
She's the host of the news Whose Line Is It Anyway, where 3/4 of the people that were originally on the show are back as the still doing the things they do, and they have someone else come in as a fourth every once in a while. I think I don't know. I haven't watched that many new episodes. I only watched one, and it was still funny. So they had like 3 new seasons of it, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why isn't this promoted more? Also, Aisha, how the fuck are you funnier on this than you are in fucking Ubisoft's press conferences? It's because you're not trying as hard on here. Because it's like, hey, this is just a improv show. I don't have to actually make a ton of jokes. I also have funny people to work off of. So yeah, it's for those who don't know Whose Line Is Anyway is. Let's see if I can try to remember. If I can try to quote the intro specifically. Whose Line Anyway is a show. Everything's made up and the points don't matter. Essentially, you have 4 comedians doing a string of skits completely improv. And points are awarded for whatever the fuck the host feels like. Look, it's a comedy show that you just laugh at whatever jokes they make. It's a competition in the fact of, I don't know, points are given. I think one person has like 1 million points on their record from all of their episodes.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Because someone's actually it was the Whose Line It Anyway wiki. Like a couple of people have their points actually tracked for their total amount. And I'm
Huh.
like this show even says the points don't matter. Why are you tracking them besides to just do it?
That is a good question.
Yeah, it used to be hosted by Drew Carey. If anyone even knows who the fuck Drew Carey is these days. Because answer me this: what the fuck is Drew Carey doing besides hosting Price is Right? Or not Price? Yeah, Price is Right.
Probably nothing now.
Yeah, before he was the host of Price is Right, he was pretty much a comedian of the '90s. Had his own show, the Drew Carey Show, on ABC, I believe. I want to say it was ABC.
I think you're right.
And then he got Whose Line Is It Anyway, which was the comedy show I'm talking about, where half the people on there, I think, were most of the people that were on the Drew Carey Show. And it's funny watching clips because it's like compilations of the various games they do, like hats, where they have to take a prop, wear it, and make the worst dating service video possible.
Oh God.
Or take these two props and go in pairs and do as many skits as possible with this pair of props. Like, it's a bunch of weird random stuff like that they have to make jokes of. And by the way, folks, there's a lot of dick jokes. Some of
Of
them didn't
course.
make it to air because what's great is I've discovered like blooper reels, and by blooper reels I mean footage they can't air on television because they make jokes that are a little bit too far. Like one of
Wow.
them doing a hoedown where he ends with saying, "I will slit my fucking wrists," because he's tired of doing hoedowns.
Oh God.
There's that. There's the flipping of the bird of the person that has to step in and go, "Okay, that was a little bit too far. We need to back it down a bit." Even though everyone here is willing to make those jokes. Like, even Drew Carey is just like, "I'll do it." But that's about the only major thing I've watched. Because there's, like, not much else on at the moment. I think everything's coming back in the next, like, few weeks for me.
Hopefully.
I think Flash, Arrow, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm trying to think what else is going to be coming back in the next few weeks.
Rebels.
Yeah, Rebels should be coming back in the next few weeks. Shadow Charge is coming back. Even though if you live in France, you're going to get the entire rest of the season before we do. Literally. Fucking goddamn it.
You know you love it.
I love it when a show is getting its knees cut out from under it by having it all air in another country in English.
Yeah, that is kind of dumb.
Yeah, there's no bigger killer for ratings besides being in a shit time slot. Which, by the way, that's what killed Tron Legacy, which was a good show. You know when that shit aired? 3 o'clock in the morning. On,
Wow.
I think, Disney X, it aired at 3 o'clock in the morning is when you got new episodes of Tron Legacy. That is crap. that will kill the ratings of any show. It doesn't matter what it is.
Oh God.
I don't think a late night show could even survive in that at that time slot.
Not really, because that's like infomercial time slot.
Yeah, that's your paid programmings, which I've got to experience the last couple of weeks because of my sleep schedule. It's like, oh hey, paid programming. Oh God, I don't give a shit about any of this. Third channel with something on? No, okay. I guess I'll do stuff at like 2 o'clock in the morning. 2 o'clock in the morning.
That's where watching stuff on YouTube comes in handy.
True.
It's there whenever you want it to be there.
Yeah. Oh, Red vs. Blue has been really good this season. I don't think I've had a chance to talk about it.
Oh damn. I didn't think nothing about it. I need to. Damn.
Yeah. Like, it's amazing to see how Red vs. Blue has evolved over these 14 seasons.
Yeah, I
I
know.
believe it's 14 at this point. Like, it turned from a show filled to the brim with the four-letter words to an actually kind of serious, like, competently written show at this point. That has, like, storylines and characters and, like, evolution of those characters over time. Like, holy shit. I know Ruby's in production at the moment, so I'm like, Ruby's in production, yay! And we're probably gonna have to wait till, like, next year, probably, for Ruby to come out.
Probably.
I know they, like, announced various people who are gonna be a part of the, like, Japanese dubbing of Ruby, because that's a thing.
Huh.
I was surprised to find it out, and apparently, like, it's very high-profile people. Or at least, people who have been on high-profile shows who are gonna be doing the Japanese dub for Ruby, which is weird to say. Because I'm not used to saying dub in Japanese in the same sentence.
Yeah, true. Now that you mention that, yeah.
Yeah. I forgot, like, they announced, like, some English voice cast members coming in, and one of them was high profile, but I can't remember who it was offhand. They were doing this stuff at RTX, I think, last week, I think? Yeah, I want to say RTX was last week. They were announcing this stuff.
I think so.
They also showed off the Ruby video game, which I saw, like, GIFs of, and I'm like, oh my god, this looks pretty good. Yes! Because I didn't know they were making a Ruby video game, and then I see the Ruby video game in action, I'm like, it's a fucking 3D action game! This is exactly what a Ruby game needs to be.
Oh.
So, I'm just glad Ruby gets to live on, because it would be a damn shame if that show got canned because of Monty passing away.
Yeah.
Like, I would hate to see that show just not get to live on. Because Monty made something really good right there, and I would love to see it keep going. Like, I don't know for how long, at least for as long as the main story goes, because the main story ain't over for that show.
Yeah, by no means is it.
Yeah. I want to say that was, yeah, that's been pretty much it. So, talk about Drive. Fuck you, Bono.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Like, okay, episode 42, we find out that Medic wasn't a complete dick. At least back in the day, she wasn't. Essentially, she was a decent person, kind of.
Sort of.
Yeah. And then she gained the ability to heal people. And through healing other Roid Muges, she kind of absorbed their emotions. Which weren't good emotions, because Bono's an asshole. And this led to the Medic we all know, who's kind of a dick. Killed and gets her own Roid Mutes killed for no reason. and like Tabari tries to help figure out like why is she helping this chick that looks like her, and we find out that Medic helped her back in the day during the Global Freeze event when she like took on her identity and healed her from being dead from a car accident, or not a car accident, a hit and run accident, which was an accident. It was completely forced because her boyfriend is not her boyfriend. He's a scumbag essentially. Oh dear. So, long story short, Medic got her ultimate evolution, but then got turned into a mindless puppet because Bono's an asshole and manipulated her to gain her trust enough to do this process. Now Bono has control of her and Heart, and Brain is on the run because Heart told him to get the fuck out of here because if Bono gets us all three, we're screwed, and by proxy, the world is screwed. And if the world is going to be screwed, it's going to be screwed by our hands, not his.
Well, you've also got to look at it. You also got to look at it from Heart's standpoint. What is the whole goal of them getting their ultimate evolutions and taking over the world? It's actually to replace humans. What's
Right.
Bono? Which, I mean, technically he's dead, but he was a human.
Yeah.
So if they let him lead them still, then they're still right back at square one.
Right.
So it's like, no, fuck that.
He's also the biggest piece of shit human they know. So it's like, more than anyone, we want to prove we're better than him. Because he is like the worst of the worst. Because, let's see, he tortured Heart after he made Heart take on the identity of some person who didn't want to invest in the Roid Mutes to begin with. Back when they weren't killing machines. He programmed negative emotions into a lot of them because he's an asshole. Literally has set them on the path they have been at this entire time. Like, he is the worst of the worst to them.
Mm-hmm.
And now that he's leading them, it's like, wow, dicks. And what's really bad is, none of them could probably take him at this point. Because of all his bullshit hacks. Because let's see, what is Bono's primary ability? Yoink, yoink, yoink. I have all your shit now. Boom. Like, he is God mode incarnate. Although I will give the suit actors credit for really making Bono stand out from being more than just a type proto speed repaint with the proper type speed helmet. Because that's all the suit is. But all the little like body language things they do with them, like, make it work. Also, those freaking blood red eyes they have on the suit really help as well. They make it go like, yeah, this is an evil fucking Drive who does not give a shit to anything. Yeah, that's 42 in a nutshell. Oh yeah, that whole like person that Medic copied, yeah, Shu is a dog, but not the dog from last episode. That's actually a different dog. That's actually Medic's dog that she got from somewhere. But that dog is now Rena's dog, which, by the way, all of the women that were in the hospital, they were comatose because they had a love for dogs. Which explains why Kiriko wasn't affected.
Yeah.
Yeah. I, like, when I was writing up the R&R, I was initially going to write in a joke about actually Shu and Medic's dog were the exact same dog. because the budget wouldn't afford 2 different dogs of the same species. But then I realized in a later shot you see both dogs in the same scene. So they're not the same dog. So I had to take that joke out. At the end of the episode, you see that they were 2 different dogs. That's 42 in that show. Next week, Evil Krim shows up because he needs to do something else meme or GIF worthy with his fucking yes. That kills me every time I watch the preview. Like, literally, it kills me every time I watch the preview.
Surely it's not that bad.
No, have you seen the preview?
Yes.
Fuck. Oh my god. It's a shame to find out that fucking Evil Krim is not in Surprise Future that much, if at all. Because I'm like, I need this man to do more things to make gifts out of. His fucking pissed off face, his fucking, like, super evil bad guy, yes. Like, I need him to do more things on screen. And be more than just the belt, the voice that comes out of the belt. Because this man has a talent has some great facial expressions. But we get a synopsis from Surprise Future, which confirms everything we heard about the movie and doesn't really show us anything new, per se. So we kind of got the gist of the movie already. I'm not gonna like go over the entire movie.
Yeah, because haven't we already done that once?
Yeah, we've discussed like various things from the movie, but like if you know those, you pretty much know the entire movie. I mean, like reading the synopsis, we find out there's another Roid Me who got blown up besides 108. So we gotta wait on confirmation of that. And this movie does take place between like 40 and 41, more than likely, due to Medic being in the movie and not being a mindless puppet. And that's like the short and long of it. So, from what I've read, Surprise Future sounds like a good movie. Like, it misses out on a couple things, like not having Evil Krim around more. But I guess we're gonna make up for that by having him in the show more. And having him team up with Mono. Oh my god.
Oh god.
I would love if our fucking final boss duo is, in fact, Bono and Evil Krim.
Oh god.
As I'm like, oh my god. I just want to sit back and watch these two talk to each other. As whatever nonsense they have to say to each other. It's like, oh my god, this is gonna be glorious. We got some like footage for Ghost, kind of. It was like a little bit in like a few clips spliced together with press event footage, which we got the people who are going to be playing the various characters in Ghost and some bios, and there's not much to say because I have no idea who any of the actors are. And they sure do look like people who would be in a writer show, and that's the short and long I have to say about that. Also, they decided to keep the trend going of secondary writer being in an all leather suit because Spectres is going to be in an all leather suit, just like Chase. It's like, aww. There. Yeah, there's not much else to talk about with Ghost. Because the footage doesn't really give us that much more. We'll probably get, like, scans in the next couple weeks. They'll give us more to talk about with Ghost.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Unless they decide they want to keep this one on really tight wraps.
I don't think they will because Ghost debuts in like a month and a quarter, right about now. About. Because it's premiering October 4th.
Yeah. So, yeah, about a month and a half, yeah.
Yeah, so we should be getting scans like this month with Ghost stuff. Well, or with a little bit of Ghost stuff. I wouldn't say only like full Ghost stuff. Yeah. I know we got like a bit of the what I assume is the transformation from this week's opening. Or not opening, the eye catcher, I want to say. Into the episode eye catcher. Because we see like black smoke and then we see the Newton arms. Or not Newton arms, the Newton icon suit. I assume that would be something like the transformation. I forgot what technically the forms are called for Ghost.
Yeah, but you kind of skipped the Rider series when you were making your reference there.
I know. Well, it doesn't help that they're kind of like arms in how they're designed.
True.
So.
Uh,
Ghost and Drive being good. Dragon Sentai I could give a shit about. Apparently, the thing I read about with the whole super samurai form thing that Red's got right now is not going to happen because there's no hint or anything about Blue and Pink getting like that transformation. Which makes me sad because I want to see Pink transform because I want to see that fucking episode because it might be a completely focused Pink episode. Which is going to happen because focus episodes in Shuriken Sentai break down to it's kind of a focus episode, but Red's still important.
Yep.
And I could give a shit about him because I'm like, okay, fuck this guy, fuck his kita. Fucking Gintaro knows how to get a kita. You fucking don't, so piss off. Like, I'm very obsessive about that point for no good reason. But I'm sorry, every time he says kita, I'm like, Gintaro does it better. He really does it better than you. So yeah. I guess we have to talk about Zexal now.
As much as we don't want to.
Alright. We got The Dragon Awakens and Rock in a Hard Place. 43 and 44. The last half of the fuck, what was his name?
Tag duel.
Yuma and Kite's tag duel. I can't remember fucking Yuma's name. So, I'm sorry, I have a few too many U's to deal with on Arc 5 to remember your name, Yuma. Especially when I don't give a shit about you or your show.
True.
So I got, what, 5 U's in Arc 5 to remember? That are all important to certain degrees? Yes, 5. I know this might be a spoiler for Arc 5 for you, but yeah, there's 5. You've met 4 of them. I'm sure you can figure out the one you're missing.
True.
And what the fuck is episode 44? Oh, apparently Yuma's father's still alive. Okay. And he's dueling some old dude. Alright. I know how we're feeling going into these episodes, but I'm gonna ask anyway.
I know we have you go through the motions. But really.
Look, folks. We've pretty much given up on Zexal at this point. We kind of hope there's a good episode here in these last few episodes, but so far it's not happening. So we're not really positive at all. So yeah. I'm just curious. I'm just like, I know what Kite pulls in this episode, and I'm like, that'll be a moment. Maybe.
Doubt it.
I've seen the clip of it. So, yeah. I want to see what Kite does, not what fucking Human does, which is terrible to say, because Human's the fucking main character of this show! I feel like I'm talking about Ryuki when I'm talking about Zexal, where I like people outside the main fucking cast. Or I like people and I don't give a shit, like other people besides the main character, and I really don't give a shit about the main character. Because Ryuki has the exact same goddamn problem. Ryuki, you don't give a shit about Ryuki if you watch that show. Like, he is absolutely, utterly just about pointless. Like, if you were to rewrite Ryuki, my first suggestion would be for you was to be not call it Kamen Rider Ryuki. Call it Kamen Rider Night and make it about Night. Focus on his story and have Ryuki be a secondary writer. Or better yet, a tertiary writer, and have somebody else out of the 13 fucking writers in that show be the secondary writer. Or, better yet, do something more with Fem, who's killed off in the movie for no particular reason. Anyway. Yeah. I'm talking about Ryuki more because Deshinta's doing a multi-part review of Ryuki, and he's on the last part this weekend. And it's reminding me of why I stopped watching Ryuki after like 20 episodes.
That bad?
Yeah. Like, the good things in that show are few and far between. It's not like Kabuto where it's like almost entirely bad. Like, there are good points in Ryuki. The problem is, none of them are with Ryuki. Most of them are with Night.
Wow.
Because Night has a reason to do what he does in the show. Night has a motivation that you can sympathize with. Night has a character arc throughout the show that is really interesting to see. Night is a better protagonist than fucking Ryuki at times because Ryuki is a goddamn idiot. A straight up goddamn idiot. So yeah. We're ready to start.
Ready? No. Have to? Yes.
Alright then. Starting up this first episode of Zexal here in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, we get a recap for the two-part duel that we already knew about.
Yeah. Good thing is we have a long wait before the ads. Whatever you say, Napoleon. Whatever the fuck you say. You know, now that I think about it, why don't they send Tori to go do something important?
Yeah, seriously.
Like, send her and fucking the robot and Astral to go do something important. Because I would think between the three of them, they might be able to pull off something while Kite and Yuma are dicking around in the stool. Alright. Photon Dragon got fucked by Trap Card.
Hey, it's the intro we don't care about.
Yeah. I think Zexal gets a second English song. Or English opening song. I think. I have to look up. I know it's got like 6 Japanese openings. Which some of them I actually like. It's weird. No matter what my opinion on the show is, I will probably find a piece of music from it that I like. Even Kabuto, which I despise, I can at least say it has some good music in it.
True.
Like, I like the opening. I like, Hyper Kabuto's theme. I like some of the incidental music in the show. Like, that's but the only good thing I can say about Kabuto. Not happening.
Yeah, never gonna happen.
Yeah. The only person that's going to end up dead by the end of the series is going to be Kite. By the way, I'm not kidding. Kite dies on the duel when he gets his number card. That's understandable. He doesn't have to be a complete dick. He only has to be half a dick then. Flashback? I have a question.
Okay.
What the fuck is Kite wearing on his head?
It's a good question.
Like, he just wears that casually. And I assume that's not his hair, because he's a blonde. And that's blue. Also add. Like, what the is it like a crown thing that he just wears all the time? Like, I know I'm asking about the fucking designs of the Yu-Gi-Oh characters, which is about goddamn pointless because they're weird and strange and don't make sense half the time for a lot of them. So, yeah. Like asking why during the second season of Yu-Gi-Oh, why Yugi doesn't trade out the chain that he wears, that he uses as a strap for the Millennium Puzzle out for a normal strap that would probably be more comfortable. I also think he wears that for the rest of the goddamn show, which seems extremely uncomfortable. Hey, Game Theory put out a video I might actually watch. I haven't really been interested in the last few Game Theory videos. Talking about the potential shared universe between Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed. Which is possible. There is references to Abstergo and Watch Dogs. I don't think there's any references in Watch Dogs to, or in Assassin's Creed to Watch Dogs, but I don't think a major Assassin's Creed game has come out since Watch Dogs released. Anyway, 450. Do 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 do. Tommy,
Yeah, time to turn.
still stuck in ads.
Uh-uh.
Oh, 450.
Yep.
All right, pick it up from there in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, that's true. They can fucking stall for days. Not like you can call a timer on anybody.
Fuck that card.
Fuck chronomalies.
No, fuck that card. Oh my god.
Yeah. Wretched, I think the only reason we're saying fuck that card is because of Glock, because Glock has to pick all the fucking stupidly broken bullshit to play.
Uh-huh. OP zone.
Yeah. Why are we getting fucking fancy with this goddamn move? Okay, why was there a delay there? Like, yeah, he was taking damage. You're both fucking hurt. Punch him. Punch him. Punch him. That'll wake him up. Punch him. Ah! Ah!
Did he combine both of them?
Yes. You didn't plan for a very simple card to be in somebody's deck that everyone should have in the deck, since ban lists don't exist.
uh,
Like, think about if the ban list actually existed in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime.
Yeah, seriously.
Also, imagine if Yu-Gi-Oh was reflective of the actual card game. It'd be kind of boring because half the fucking duelists would use the same goddamn deck. Like, I think the deck list came out for Worlds, and apparently, like, half of them were Tellar Knight decks.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, Tellar Knight's... Dueling the AI Tellar Knight decks maybe go, oh, this is bullshit. Yes, let me pull out the one monster. One exceeds monsters that. I can just drop it over the unit. Oh yeah, bye. Say bye to your monster. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Nope. No. Smoke in the air. Didn't happen.
Trap card.
Yeah. And as long as there is smoke in the air when someone should have died, they didn't die. Cena resummon out the same monster he just had.
Probably.
Oh, no, different one. I forgot, in Yu-Gi-Oh, no one has copies of their cards. Of their special cards.
Oh, yeah.
Only certain duelists go, you know what's it would be a good idea? To have copies of my ace. Okay.
Well then.
Marshall.
Weird cut.
Yeah. I'm just looking through Twitter. So you're like, okay. Let's say, why is it really silent on Hulu? Oh, silent ad.
Uh,
Or it's just the volume being stupid.
I vote on that one.
Wait, did Walking Dead get a spinoff series?
Probably.
Oh, TV spinoff prequel called Fear the Walking Dead. Okay.
Wow.
I have not been really that interested in Walking Dead at all. I know people talk it up really hard, but I'm like, not really that interested. Alright, I need to back up a little bit so I can catch it on time. 12:12?
I got 12:13, but that'll work.
Let's go forward to 12:13. Alright, starting from 12:13?
Yep.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. That's what Yuma said. That's literally what Yuma said. Well, you're a jackass, so fuck you. Sure it is. Get rid of the monsters on the field and blow up strings. Ah, he can get the fuck back up. Okay, that seems a little bit unnecessary. Like, really unnecessary.
Yeah.
You know, once I would like the protagonist to deck the villain, and the villain just to shake it off. It's like, yeah, you punched me. That's about all you can do. How is he accessing Kite's memories?
Well then.
Kite could have used this earlier, you know. Who the fuck else would do it? Well, that's nice for them to get a soft landing and not just get dropped on their back of their heads. Well then. That's potentially dangerous.
Yeah.
Also, isn't it kind of random the Kite acknowledges Astral now?
Yeah. Yeah, but maybe it's because of Heart.
Probably. Everything's because of Heart so far. Might as well chalk that up too. Good God, 150 seconds of ads. Jesus.
Oh wow.
You know, it's this kind of shit that makes people want to skip ads.
Yeah.
Like, look, I don't want to see 150 seconds of ads that I don't give a shit about. Or are definitely not relevant to what I'm watching. Let's see, what commercials did I get? I got a Hotwire ad. I got... I don't know at this point, because it's going and hasn't explained what the hell it's trying to sell me on.
It probably don't even know what it saw you on. Still no clue.
Nope. It's a single dad talking about how he's trying to take care of his son. Oh, Whirlpool ad. Fine. And an Axe ad. Which, that stuff smells like shit to me.
Yeah.
And a Windows 10 ad. Because I looked down bottom and there's an ad for Windows 10 below the video. Yay, Windows 10. I ain't updating from until like more than likely next year when it's stabilized.
Oh, but it's stabilized now.
Not really. Not with all the fucking spyware bullshit that's on there, apparently. Alright, 1950.
Uh-huh.
Taking it from there in 3, 2, 1, go. Hey, cat got an upgrade. Yeah. Yep. Got 3 heads now. Well, aren't we broke as fuck? Well, there goes the floating bullshit city.
Yep.
And you're dead. And the thing, this is what happens to the...
Wait.
Excuse me?
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
To be continued.
Excuse me. Motherfucker, we just ended this duel and you fucking to be continue us?
Oh.
God damn it. Fucking of course. It would be Zexal if it didn't try to piss us off in some way. Well... Like, that's not even a cliffhanger. We know what happened. What the fuck? That is the dumbest way to end an episode I've ever fucking seen.
And then on top of that, the next one starts in with last time on Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal.
Last time when you get Zexal, the fucking duel ended! Like, what the fuck? I thought the next episode was supposed to be some random episode about Yuma finding out his follower was still alive. Not, oh, by the way, now we're gonna deal with the aftermath of this fucking duel. You set?
I guess.
You still... I was about to say, are you still stuck in the 1001 ads?
I'm not in ads.
Alright, starting up the second episode of Zexal here in 3, 2, 1, go.
Last time on Fuck This Show.
Last time on how to not write a show. Ugh. Yes, we know. That's been the plot of the last 2 episodes. Wasn't this the exact same recap from last episode?
Pretty much.
Good God, this is the last fucking... This is the exact same recap! Literally the exact same recap. Shot for shot, line for line, this is the exact same recap. Oh, we're not even covering the fact that Yuma saved him with a trap card.
Nope.
You know that important part?
Nope. Yuma didn't do it. Kite did it.
Well, let's say this right now. I was doing up the notes or the articles for TGS tomorrow. Fuck PC releases.
They get overpowered, don't they?
There's 12 releases for one single day. 12 releases. That is retarded.
That don't surprise me.
Keep in mind, folks, I hand type all the article stuff in terms of listing out what we're doing. Oh, hey, now we get the intro after we recap the fucking end of the episode. The literal end of the episode. Yay. There. I'm hand type all that stuff, and I have to hand type the names of every single game that is released on a day and make sure it all's on the right day. Yeah, I said say fuck that, and I'm gonna leave that for tomorrow. Because that is ridiculous. Because to be honest, it'd be faster to hand type them than it would be to copy paste into a Word document to get rid of all the text formatting, to then recopy into the form post for us to read off.
Yeah.
Hey, the duel's over. Yuma, you just kept Kite in the fucking duel. Aren't you supposed to be fucking Shark's rival?
Yeah.
Kick him in the nuts. So, your magic fucking emblem on your hand? Do you not know that's there? Wait. Back up again. Does Trey not know what the fuck's going on?
I don't think so.
Eh. That sounded. But the Trey. Trey. But I'm confused. Isn't Trey a part of this group?
I thought so, but
Did we just retcon something here? Because I'm extremely confused now. Like, what the fuck just happened?
I have no idea.
Kick him in the nuts. 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 Shouldn't it be what you've done to Heart? How do you know that? You weren't there. And
because he seems to be the elder of all of them and knows everything that's going on.
Besides Napoleon?
Yeah.
I don't even know what.
Napoleon's the elder in training.
Apparently. To be half honest, I don't give a shit what his name is. He's fucking Napoleon. One, how the fuck do you know that? And two, why the fuck did you tell him? Who the fuck are you? What? I don't know what's going on anymore.
Don't you just love how they throw a character in that we see like all of about 2 times and he's apparently important and we have no backstory on him whatsoever, nor know a name for him?
Yeah.
Because I literally think the other 3 baboons we've actually gotten their names for.
Yeah. I assume he's a number, since everyone else is a fucking number. Like, is he 6 or 2? Or wait, no. No, is he 5 or 2? My bad. Because we've met 3 and 4. Is he 5? Like, is he quintet? Quinto? Quinta? Like, it's gotta be it. Or is he douche? Or dos? Or das? Like, we still got the whole Spanish naming scheme, so it's gotta be one of those two. I personally want to go with douche, because fuck you. Alright, 7:05.
It's been playing. I know, good one. Okay.
Alright, pick it up from there in 3, 2, 1, go.
I don't know why the ad didn't trigger anything on my end of it. Unless it just flashed out on me and I didn't pay attention.
Possible. You get no more answers. Fuck you. I was about to say, Yuma, he fucking teleported like 12 seconds ago. You I was about to say, you forgot about the whole thing of Astro has no memories, right? All the numbers are his memories. Even if you ask him that question, he's probably not gonna know. Here's a simple solution. Oh no. Yuma. Yuma, you don't even know where Astral World is or how to get there. You can proceed to fuck off a cliff, you dumbass motherfucker. How the fuck did you hear about that? There was 4 people in the room. Actually, no. 5 people plus a robot in the goddamn room. How the fuck did you hear anything about it?
The robot. You always blame the robot.
Baker, it is your fault the kid's in this fucking condition, you twat! You not know who the fuck they are? Did Kite not give you a description of them? Did you not get a description of them from anyone else that apparently you talked to? That's true. But you do realize there is like shit in all you can do to help him, right? Also, how the fuck are you moving around with that giant ass backpack?
Truthfully, I bet the thought never occurred to him.
Where the fuck did you come from? Oh, that old geezer.
Mm-hmm.
The main plot of the show?
Like the rest of us that are watching it.
Yep.
Oh.
Am I the only one who thinks Yuma's making the stupid decision?
Nope.
Like, yes, let me go right off and find my father in some place that I don't know where is, don't know how to get to, and probably will waste my goddamn time trying. When it's very obvious that the numbers are connected to Astral World. If I collect the numbers, I might find a way to Astral World in the process of finding the numbers. Oh, by the way, there's someone here who's from there that is connected to the numbers, and if I get his memories back, he might take me to Astral World. Dumb ass. Oh, but what about Kite and his brother? Have you not realized that they might he might not be in the best of company right now. That the two of them might be being manipulated? Considering all the shit you went through in the last, 3 episodes, considering his Kite and his brother.
Yeah, but he's got to help everyone.
Yuma, you are an idiot.
Yep.
You are not helping anyone by doing anything you're doing right now.
Okay, I have to ask this. Someone who likes high-fiving the sky and feeling a flow that doesn't exist, you really think they're in the right mind to make a rational decision?
No. Like, Yuya tends to avoid the plot of Arc 5 at times. But that's because, one, his connection to the main plot of Arc 5 is not the same connection as the other character and other main character of the show, who is more often connected to the main plot, Yuzu. And two, he's a bit busted in the brain because of his experiences. But by God, does he try to be a hero? He's just in one bad situation after another, and you feel bad for the goddamn kid. Yuma, you are a dumbass who can't fucking think straight, can't think his way out of a goddamn paper bag, and does every wrong decision possible.
Yep.
12:48.
Yep.
Starting from there in 3, 2, 1, go. Being stupid. Wreck him. Fucking wreck him. Shut up, Yuma and Duel. I want to see you get wrecked. Why was there a pause in that sentence? Good. He needs to get wrecked.
Yeah, Yuma, get sucked to get decked.
Yeah.
Hopefully, literally.
Yeah. I'd like to see him get punched once.
He needs it right about now.
Meanwhile, with the main plot of the goddamn show, sir, sir, we just retiled the floor, sir. Wait, did Yuma take 200 points of damage when he drew a card?
I don't know. I didn't pay attention.
But that fuck what? What happened?
Oh,
Fuck you. What the fuck happened between when we cut away and when we got back? Dude, Yuma never strategizes. Ever. Are you fucking using Yugi
wait.
stack? Because King, Queen, and Jack Knight were in Yugi's deck.
I think he is. Nope.
Well, I mean, I think Yugi had these cards later on in the show. Yes.
Yeah, but actually, I think wouldn't he have far easier destroyed him by just attacking with the three individually?
It might not have added up to 3,800.
I don't know. I'm wanting to say one of them's like 1900, and they're all three over 1,000.
He's going for style points.
And
To be
damn it, I
honest,
did it again. I forgot to add.
yeah. To be honest, I think he's going for style points, and I applaud him for that.
Oh, I
Like,
do too. I'm just saying, I think he actually had it over before he did that.
yeah. But we
Yep.
asked for Human to get wrecked. This is how you get wrecked.
True.
Do. I got an ad of babies being adorable. I believe is a Windows 10 ad.
Probably.
Microsoft, you can't sell me on Windows 10 by showing me adorable kids. Doesn't work that way.
Sure it does.
No, it doesn't.
This sounds good.
You can't sell me on Windows 10 by being the internet. That doesn't work. I'm numb to that. Also, this ad is still going even though I have no timer for it.
Well, what if it was babies and kittens?
Can't work. Numb to that too. We're kind of overloaded with babies and kittens on the internet. Can't even do it with puppies these days.
I know. Babies, kittens, puppies, and Cortana.
And John Cena. Because it's taken him 12 years to become a meme. All because apparently one radio show decided to fucking prank call this one chick multiple times trying to sell her on a WWE pay-per-view that doesn't exist with fucking John Cena.
Oh god.
I'll say this. That prank call was hilarious. Those prank calls were hilarious. But yeah, it's funny to see 12 years. That's all it takes for John Cena to become a meme. By somehow. I would think it would take less considering who he is.
You know what it was?
What?
He wasn't worthy of a meme until he broke his nose.
That's very fucking true because it happened at the exact same time. John Cena's broken about everything in his body except for his nose. Now that he broke his nose, boom, meme. God damn it, Seth. You gave birth to a meme. You are responsible for this because you broke his fucking nose. Alright, 1643.
Yes.
Alright. Pick it up from there and finally end this fucking episode of Zexal in 3, 2, 1, go. Fucking wrecked. Like a punk. Good. Dude, that's how he always is. Yes. Yes, your friend Astral that I can't see, that I just assume is there because fuck it. I guess we all just assume Astral's there, even though none of us can see him.
Pretty much.
I still say they should have just revealed Astro when they got the chaos numbers and let him just float around being normal.
Mm-hmm.
No point in hiding him at point. Literally no point in hiding him at point. Hey, look, he's smarting up. Is that gonna get thrown away in the next episode? Yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Meanwhile, in the main plot with Napoleon. Should you be this excited? Oh. So we just redid the room and now you've wrecked it. Too fucking bad. I wanted to show off my power. There's only one person here, sir. Well, fuck you. I like how we have internal villain conflict. And I still don't know who the fuck the villains are. Or why the fuck they do what they do.
Yeah, you love that too.
Mm-hmm. Now you tell him?
Wow.
Now you tell him, oh, this mysterious person from the past is he should fucking know this by now, you twats.
Okay. But you know what confuses me?
What?
If Dr. Faker's the reason why Heartland City exists, shouldn't Yuma have known that already?
Probably.
I mean, he does go to school. I would think they would teach that.
Yuma. Stick a wild animal on him? Or kick him out because this isn't his fucking house?
That would be the thing.
Well, I got good news.
Next week we're not watching Zexal.
No, we're probably watching Zexal next week.
Oh.
Let me look. I think we're watching Zexal next week. I know we're ending on a random pick.
No, I thought we were ending on an episode of Zexal.
Oh, we are. Oh, yeah, we're in the
Yeah,
other
that's
episode
what
of
we were
Zexal.
gonna do.
Damn it.
I just don't think we have a pick for next week, though, is the thing.
Let me check the forums.
Yeah, we don't.
God damn it.
Because wasn't Clock gonna pick the last two, I think? Or at least the next one.
Trying to find the forum posts.
He's not.
Trying to load them. Scrolling.
Yeah, it's not there. It's what we did last week's the last thing in the post.
I have the last one. We're just missing the sixth one.
which I think was one Glock was gonna do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well then. This will be interesting because we have no idea what.
We might have to just watch another week of Zexal before we get to a random pick.
Do 2 back to back.
Probably. Let's see. We got what 1, 2, 3 episodes of Zexal, or 3 weeks of Zexal left. So we have to. We're watching one final episode. Or, is it 2?
2 weeks of Zexal left. Because we've only got 4 episodes after this one.
We're watching the final episode of this season, and then the first episode of next season, right?
I don't know. I lost track somewhere along the way.
What man?
We might be off somewhere.
We probably are off somewhere. Zexal has fucked us so hard. We're just like, what's the things? Yeah, let me go to the playlist, not the video, the playlist. All right, this is 26. Yeah.
No, we were supposed to have 3.
Okay.
We've screwed. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, we were gonna have 2, and I think the last one was gonna be a 3-parter. Thinking.
That's probably what it was.
Either that or we meant to do something else together and we didn't, or something.
Probably. Yeah. We need to do a random pick next week. Look at us being so professional.
That we're having to figure out what we originally planned on the fly.
Welcome to TGSR, folks, where the schedule's made up, and why the fuck do you care?
God.
No, the proper reference would be, welcome to TGSR, where the schedule's made up, and the episode count doesn't matter.
That's
okay,
true.
I guess we are doing a random pick next week. We just have to figure out what it was, so Glock needs to be unbusy and pick something for us to watch. Whether he's with us or not, or I just need to go and just something. Or you need to go and pick something, because I'm picking the next one. Somebody needs to pick something for us to watch this week that isn't Zexal.
You know what I think we need?
What?
We need to dump all of the shows that we want to touch on the show at one point in like a forum post and just set it up in like a random generator and just spin the wheel and hope for the best.
Yeah.
That would be far more interesting. But, yeah. We'll be doing something next week.
Yeah. Now, the good news was we finally got the announcement of the Chaser figure art. It's, for some reason, a web exclusive. Coming out January next year. And it looks like the only thing it comes with, or for now at least, based off the pictures, is the signal axe, and I assume something to hold the signal axe in place, standing up.
Wow, then.
Based off how one picture is. I say that kind of questioningly because it's shot from like the thighs up, so you can't see what's holding it in the ground.
I really hope they do have some kind of a base.
I hope so too, because I would totally dig that. Super Dead Heat, but we already knew about that. The Black Garo Guild armor that I don't give a shit about because fuck that season of Garo. Looks like Orga's got announced. He's also a web exclusive. Kamen Rider Orga from Fives, and they're releasing the Beat Chaser from Kuga, which I have the original toy of. That cost like $100. But it came with Gorum, or I think it was like Beat Gorum. You could do the rising variation of Gorum. This looks like it's just the Beat Chaser bike, so no Gorum, which is kind of disappointing. I figured, like, with the Tri Chaser and Beat Chaser being released now, with the Tri Chaser already released and the Beat Chaser being released now, plus the Kuga renewal that's already out, I would think that Gorum would be on the list of releases to do because why not? Who would want the big stag beetle to do things with?
True.
So, with that tangent out of the way, because it literally popped up as the episode ended. Yuma's a fucking idiot.
Yes, yes, he is.
God damn. I'm just glad. Like, the high point for me is him getting fucking wrecked by the old geezer. Getting wrecked like a
with an
fucking...
older deck.
Yeah. A fucking old school deck. Yeah, getting wrecked. Granted, we only got to see, like, a turn altogether, but fuck it.
That was good enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'm just kind of done with Zexal. Glad when it's over. Anyway, next week we're watching either something Glock pick something the thing I want to do that I'm just gonna bump up to that slot, or Tommy will just pick something randomly.
Basically, no Zexal.
Yes. Yes, we know we just went off a random pick, but we're watching 3 episodes for the finale of. Let's see, yeah, we're watching 3 episodes for the final run of Zexal episodes, so fuck. We need all the breaks we can get before we have to watch 3 episodes in a row of this nonsense.
Ain't that the truth?
Anyway, until next week, with whatever the fuck there is next week, that'll do it for
Rampant Epsilon.
I'm Pace Record 2 for it saying good night, everybody, and we'll see you on a better show next week.
As always, you can find the Gaming Saloon riff tracks on our site at tgsnetwork.org. Don't forget to follow us on our social medias, on Twitter by following at TGSaloon, on Google Plus at google.com/plus TGSR.org, and on YouTube at youtube.com/TGSaloon. Till next time.